All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studio.
Welcome back.
I didn't even get to hear if the river is still wet.
Guess it's dried up. Wouldn't know.
Well, yeah, we wouldn't know. Couldn't hear it.
Don't like this.
Well,
This is so bad.
I
Yeah, I know. You're not a musician. It's okay. You do not have the voice of an angel.
thought I did.
No. All right. So we'll have What's the Ticket? We'll put our pontoon parlay together. We'll kind of give a final look and a final prediction on the Saints Giants here in this hour. We also like to have the old party barge picks. Now, we're 1 for 3 there last week, so we need to do better.
Yeah, we got to be better.
We got to be better, okay? So let's take a look right now at the NFL slate. Alondra Tate, I'll let y'all go third and fourth, so y'all can make sure you're ready there in studio. That means you go second, Flynn. That's how that works. All right, so let's quickly go to the games. I'll give you the spread, then we'll come back and we'll give you the party barge pick of what we like, okay? You've got the Minnesota Vikings traveling to take on the Cleveland Browns right now. Minnesota, a 3.5-point favorite. You've got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to take on the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are a 6.5-point favorite. You've got the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are a 1.5 favorite. You've got the Cowboys traveling to take on the Jets. The Cowboys, a 2.5-point favorite. You've got the Broncos traveling to the Eagles. The Eagles, a 3.5-point favorite. You've got the Dolphins traveling to the Panthers. The Dolphins favored by a 1.5. You've got the Texans and the Ravens. Texans on the road, a 2.5-point favorite. No Lamar Jackson. Important.
Is that 100% no Lamar?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure he's out. You've got the Titans traveling to the Cardinals. God, why would you go to that game? The Cardinals are a 7.5-point favorite. By the way, that ticket, $19 if you're going to go to a pro football game. You've got the Buccaneers and the Seahawks in Seattle, 3.5 in favor of the Seahawks. You've got the Lions and the Bengals. The Bengals at home, a 10.5-point dog to Detroit. You've got the Commies traveling to take on the Chargers in SoFi. The Chargers, a 2.5-point favorite. You've got the Patriots and the Bills in Buffalo. The Bills, a 7.5-point favorite. And the Chiefs and Jags in Jacksonville on Monday night. The Chiefs, a 3.5-point favorite on the road.
I'm looking at a lot of over-unders that also seem intriguing to me as well.
You can add that.
Yeah.
You can add that. I mean, you actually have in a professional football game, you have a total in the Vikings-Browns game of 36.5 right now.
That is startling.
Dylan Gabriel gets his first start. So that contributes to
Who?
that. Dylan Gabriel.
No one's talking about. I've never heard that person's name.
Yep.
He's a starting quarterback and the least talked about one.
I think he's won more games in college football than anybody in the history of college football. That guy.
Okay.
Am I crazy to think maybe the Cowboys over the Jets is the play here? Do we think the Cowboys fooled us the other night against the Packers? The Jets are 0-4. They're hot garbage. It's at MetLife. But then I'd have to trust the Cowboys.
Then you got to put a lot of faith in the Cowboys. And they, so the Cowboys 1-2-1 right now. So not a great start. Team, they got CeeDee Lamb hurt. But maybe I need to throw this over to Taylor too to talk about this. But is Dak Prescott playing the best football that he's played in his career up to this point in this season?
Completion percentage-wise, he is. And look, I know CD's out, but the combination of George Pickens and Jake Ferguson's playing like a top 5 tight end. That offense is really good. The Jets' defense is terrible. Like that's not a bad way to go.
Okay, I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys.
You gonna take them, huh?
I'm going to take them minus 2.5 on the road against the Jets.
All right, putting a lot of faith in the Star. Okay. I mean, I can't knock that. Taylor's right. I mean, the Jets' pass defense, terrible.
Yeah.
They got beat so bad this past weekend, and Justin Fields made one of the most incredible scramble runs I've ever seen from a quarterback. It was incredible, and they still couldn't find their way to even get close in that game. So, all right, so I'm looking at this. I'm trying to go through. There's a couple of different games that I like. I'm kind of eyeballing the Patriots. They're getting 7.5. I thought about that one. I thought about that one.
I figured somebody else would take it, though.
And Bills, they've looked really good. But I'm going to go. I'm going to keep it here at the Superdome. I'm looking at this total number of 41.5. And I think I'm going to go under 41.5. This has the makings to me of a 21-17 type game, maybe a 17-14 game. You got Jackson Dart, who looked the part, who looked good last week, had a lot of quarterback runs, but I don't think there was anything spectacular he did with his arm. But the Saints defense, coming off of a game where they, for the most part, throughout the game, they made it really hard on Josh Allen. Josh Allen is, at this point, obviously, probably the best quarterback, if not the best player in the NFL. I think the style of play that Jackson Dart brings to the table is very similar to the style of play that Josh Allen, just in the great value version of it at this point in his career, right? So I think the Saints defense in the Dome on that fast turf give Jackson Dart and that offense a ton of problems. And the Saints haven't proven to me that they can just go out and light up a scoreboard yet. I think that defenses have seen kind of the playbook on how to attack this Saints offense, which is play shell, play bend, don't break, make them run the ball, make Spencer Rattler be patient, be disciplined, and they just haven't proven to be able to consistently hit the deep pass. So I like that under at 41.5. Now, if it was 40.5, I'd probably stick away from it, but I think it's a bad matchup. I think the Saints defense comes alive and makes it really hard on Jackson Dart. So let's go under 41.5 with the Saints Giants.
All right, the under. That's exciting. All right, Alondra Tate back in studio. What do you got to add to the old?
Okay, so I am going to go. This might, I don't know. We haven't been hitting the NFL parlays too good, so I'm going to go with this one. I don't think Kansas City is that good of a team. Jacksonville is 3-1 right now, and it's at Jacksonville. I'm going to go Jacksonville plus 3.5 versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
Duval.
All right, for me, look, I really think the Bucs are going to go into Seattle and win. But what do they say? Never pick a team you have too much invested in. So I'm not going to go that. I will take the Philadelphia Eagles to cover the 3.5 against the Denver Broncos. J.K. Dobbins last week, first 100-yard rusher Sean Payton's had in Denver. They were able to squeak out the win. That's not going to happen against the Eagles. I think they get A.J. Brown more involved after his social media shenanigans this week. I think the Eagles get this one done. I think they cover the 3.5.
All right. Do you have those all written down there, Matthew, to kind of give a quick recap of the Party Barge NFL plays?
Yeah. The only one I didn't write down was yours. Whoopsies.
I had the Dallas Cowboys minus 2.5 at the New York Jets.
All right. So for the week 5 OTB Party Barge, we got Cowboys minus 2.5. We got the Eagles minus 3.5 versus the Broncos. We have the Saints Giants under 41.5, and Jacksonville plus 3.5 at home versus the Chiefs.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know. My headphone just stopped working. Couldn't hear myself talk.
That was just your short circuit there.
No, couldn't.
Wire back at. All right. Before we take this break, I want to remind you about our friends over at Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. GetGordon.com is the website. Always remember, throughout the state of Louisiana, no matter where you're at, right? And we're fortunate enough to play throughout the state. If you're listening to us here in Louisiana, it is just your area code followed by 888-8888. You call that number, speak with whoever is going to help you get to the bottom of whatever you're looking to get done. Like if you want to know more information, hey, can you handle this for me in the courtroom? You want to know more about past client results, you can find that on the website as well, getgordon.com, but you can also do it by picking up the phone and calling that number. Again, your area code, followed by 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done.
Londra just sent over the odds for that OTB Party Barge, plus 1,174. Ooh.
Have yourself a weekend. Make a little change. Make a little coin.
That's right.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll play Flynn's favorite game, What's the Ticket? And we'll do it right here on this Football Friday live from Rouse's.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org. That's a website for Central Plumbing. Not only in Central, though. In the entire greater Baton Rouge area, we are talking to you. Any issue you might have, any emergency that you might have, always remember that 24/7, 365 weekend holiday game day number of 225-925-8552. Now, it's not only in emergencies. They also can help you out if you're in the remodel game. If you want to upgrade at your home, at your business, they can do that, and they can do it every single time as well. Go to centralplumbing.org.
That's right. Whether it's residential, whether it's commercial, if you work with Central Plumbing, we're talking 24/7 emergency service. So no matter the day, no matter the time, if there is something happening at your place of business, at your home, if there's a water leak, whatever the emergency is, they can help you. So give them a call in an emergency situation, 225-925-8552. And whatever size project you got happening, they are the expert. The Payne family have been doing it a long time. So go call them and go see them today. Centralplumbing.org.
I spend my time just thinking about you. Every single day, guess I'm really missing you. And all those things we used to do. Hey girl, what's up? It used to be just me and you.
I spend my time just thinking about you. Every single day, guess I'm really missing you. And all those things we used to
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
You get the vibe check up when it just ends like that.
Do you think it ends for everybody like that?
Nope, just us. We're the only person that knows what we're talking about. Imagine you're vibing in the club, and all of a sudden, music just stops. They turn on the lights. Hey, it's 2 a.m. You got to get out. Mm-hmm. We've all been there. That's what we feel every break.
Ain't got to go home.
But you got to get the hell up out of here. Mm-hmm. But we're not. We actually got like 40 more minutes here at Rouse's.
Makes good radio.
I don't care.
Inside jokes here.
Yep.
No big deal.
Just giving y'all a little peek behind the curtain. All right. It is time for What's the Ticket? And if you're new to the show, What's the Ticket? Well, here's how we play the game. It's got to involve at least one team in the top 25. And we go across the games involving at least one team in the top 25. And we give you the lowest ticket and the highest ticket in each of these matchups. That's the get-in price. 2 feet in the stadium. Okay. What's the ticket? We always start with the lowest ticket. Alondra, Tate, get ready to play. All right, is the lowest ticket in the country involving at least one top 25 team Penn State at UCLA, Illinois at Purdue, Virginia at Louisville, Kent State at OU, Texas Tech at Houston, West Virginia at BYU. So, West Virginia at BYU, Texas Tech at Houston, Kent State at Oklahoma, Virginia at Louisville, Penn State at UCLA, or Illinois at Purdue.
I'm between two here. Between Penn State at UCLA, because over at Euclid, they're the second team in Los Angeles, and they have terrible fans, I think. Maybe not terrible. They don't have a lot. But OU, I remember them being in one of the lowest recently for a game that was against a bigger team.
Auburn.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to go with Kent State at OU just because of that historical record that they were one of the lowest ticket prices versus Auburn. So Kent State, yeah, that's
all
not
right.
gonna put fans in the stands.
All right, Tete Alondra, which one of those games?
I'm going to go UCLA.
I hate to pick the same. I always say I like to go different. I have to go UCLA. I mean, they're winless. They have no fans. Nobody goes to the games. It's got to be that one.
All right, as we always do, we'll go from the highest ticket in this category to the lowest ticket in said category. At $83, it is West Virginia at BYU. At $72, it is Texas Tech at Houston. At $33, it's Penn State at UCLA. At $25, it is Virginia at Louisville.
Come on.
Also
One
at
more.
$25, it is Kent State and Oklahoma. And for $20, you can get into Illinois at Purdue. That was a tough one. This week was a tough one. It's a conference game. You don't really know a lot about Illinois or Purdue. That was good logic for your Oklahoma. And honestly, when I was writing it out, I knew that would get somebody.
Yeah, and it's good logic for the UCLA too.
Yeah.
But you got to know in Southern California, because it never rains, everything is 3 times more expensive. So what'd you say?
Nobody hates California more. Well, I don't know. T-Bob hated California,
I think
so both my
ticket price,
co-hosts have hated it.
Whether they don't care if there's only 10 people in the stand, they're still not going to mark the tickets down any. So I think it was $30. So 3 times more expensive than anywhere else in the country.
They're clearing at least $90.
It'd have been $10.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a friends and family game there for sure. All right, let's go to the highest ticket in the top 25 across the country. All right, is it Iowa State at Cincinnati? Is it Wisconsin at Michigan? Texas at Florida? Vanderbilt at Alabama? Miami at Florida State? Or Mississippi State at Texas A&M? So real quick recap here. Iowa State at Cincinnati, Wisconsin at Michigan, Texas at Florida, Vanderbilt at Alabama, Miami at Florida State, Mississippi State at Texas A&M.
I'm going to go Miami at Florida State. Miami, high rank coming into Florida State. It's a classic matchup.
Yep. Rivals.
Rivals, old school, baby. So I'm going with that one.
I believe. Yeah, a couple times. Yeah. Okay.
a
All
few
right. Alondra, Tate, what you got?
So I'm between two. I'm between Vandy at Bama or Mississippi State at Texas A&M. I think I'm going to go State at Texas A&M.
Yeah, that's a good pick. They got all that money over there at Texas A&M. I considered that one. However, I'm going to go with Matt and go the in-state rivals, the top 10 matchup, Florida State, Miami. So that's where I'm going.
All right, we'll start with the lowest ticket and work our way up to the highest ticket. At $68, it is Iowa State at Cincinnati. At $76, kind of tells you where this team is, Texas at Florida. At $81, Mississippi State at Texas A&M.
It's a big stadium.
That's a huge stadium. That's actually a pretty good ticket price for that game. I like that. $97 for Wisconsin at Michigan.
Come on.
For $111,
Come on.
it is Vanderbilt at Alabama. And when you hear this price, it's going to make you feel
Spooky.
for $325, you can get into Miami at Florida State. And imagine if Florida State didn't lose their UVA, what that price would be. Probably closer to 500.
What's the how many people spots can they fit?
What's Doak? Is Doak probably like, I don't want to even put a number out. 70 feels like maybe 70 something. I don't know.
Well, it didn't beat last week. Last week is Penn State, and that was, I think it was 411 was the cheapest.
Yeah.
And they're 100,000.
Doak, yeah. Oh, am I? Doak, 67,000. I said 70,000. That feels pretty good.
Hey, we got to
I really didn't even know.
We got to put a little extension on that stadium.
Well, they were 79,000. They had renovations. But this is actually kind of sad. They had renovations, and they took 12,000 seats away and made it more premium.
Smart.
So,
well, it's 325. I guess that is premium.
Yeah. True. Touche.
I'm looking up. So last week, I know so Penn State holds 106,572 people, and the cheapest ticket last week was $411. So if every seat was the lowest priced ticket at $411, that'd have been a revenue of $43,801,092 if they were all $411. Of course, they're not all $411. So it's reasonable to suggest that last week Penn State's revenue for that one game or a whiteout was over $100 million, probably pretty easily.
I would say roll out of bed, easy math, without a question, $75 million. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no questions asked, $75 million.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, you're talking sweet prices. I mean, you're 5, 6, 7 times the price of that 400. I mean, the base price, right? Got to be. Anywho, yeah, $100 million.
A milli. Yeah, $325. Miami at Florida State. And a game we haven't spent a lot of time talking about is that matchup. And Florida State losing, it loses some of its luster. If they were undefeated, game day would be there, be the talk of the town. UVA is a good football team. I just don't think the country knows that. They should be undefeated. They're not. It is what it is. Florida State got a chance at home against Miami. Miami looks really good.
They do have a chance, of course. I mean, they win against Alabama. It's college football, man. Like Virginia is a good team. It gave us one of the best crowd rushes ever, rushing the field last week.
The quickest for sure.
The quickest for sure. The most electric and dynamite. Good luck reviewing that last play.
That's true if you had to review it.
Yeah, Miami has looked the part so far. Looked like the real deal. Carson Beck coming over there. Just, he never put a breathe right strip on that kid. Did y'all see the picture I sent yesterday of Napoleon Dynamite photoshopped in Carson Beck's
uniform? You were so excited. You sent it before you could get out of the door yesterday at the studio.
I did. I saw it. Looked at it. Saw it walking down the stairs yesterday. And it was pretty impressive because it looks pretty eerily similar.
Yeah.
Wait,
we got a Chargers jersey and a Mile High hat.
Whoa.
Oh, look at that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow, that looks great.
This is legit. Everybody seeing this?
Man, I hope you were going to move your laptop.
Yeah, I was going to move my laptop.
You were going to move your laptop like we were going off your. Yeah. We got this nice camera that Adam set up, and you moving your laptop.
Is that a shoulder mount camera? It's got the little loop up through the shoulder?
I think so, man. That is a good-looking jersey there. Bolt up. Let's go.
Yep. Better-looking hat.
It matches. Okay. All right. Fun police here.
Cheers, fun police.
Whoa. Okay.
That's 9 o'clock.
Gosh. Okay. We'll be back. A little pontoon parlay conversation. The highest ticket, Miami at Florida State. The lowest ticket, Illinois at Purdue. That's What's the Ticket. We'll be back. More OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. Buying new, leasing, renting, everything is always available over at the dealership. And no matter what your needs are, what your family's needs are, they have got you covered. They have something for everyone. You will find something that is going to meet every need that you have because they have multiple options in every single category, right? Midsize SUV, got you. Truck, got you. Sedan, got you. Hybrid, got you. We got you in the full-size Sequoia. We got you in the Sienna minivan. You can go murdered out mini if you want to as well. All of that is right there at allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
Yeah, you ever had a Toyota? Well, you want something that's safe? Check. Reliable? Check. Cool? Check. Fast? Check. They got it all. Everything. Whatever your need is, whether you got a big family, whether you got a new job, you got to haul a lot of stuff, it doesn't matter. If it's that time where you need a new car, whether it's a brand new, whether it's used, whether it's a long-term lease, go check all their inventory out right there on their website, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
Wake up, bloodshot eyes, struggle to memorize the way it felt between
2007 champs. Purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
Oh, Alondra, the Bible says don't call people fools, even if it plays here. She said we're back fools.
Yep.
And we are.
Yeah, we are.
You know, we get to talking sometimes
if the
here.
shoe fits. Sorry, we're buds.
Yeah.
Sometimes we talk.
A lot of stuff to catch up on sometimes, you know?
Yeah, we don't get much time to talk to each other every day.
Not enough.
Yep. Oh, Lordy.
All right, it is time now for the pontoon parlay.
Is it?
It is. That's what we do.
Great.
Look, our clock management is so good that we could actually push it to the last segment because there is actually time now in the last segment, thanks to Alondra. But we're going to do it here. All right, it is the pontoon parlay, and Alondra had a great idea. We're going to give you our favorite pick, the one that we love the most, and then one that's a little spicier. It's got a little something to it. It's almost like I'm on an island by myself with this pick, but just trust me on this pick.
Is it turnover chain worthy pick? Ooh, like a bold prediction of the weekend?
I think it could be.
We haven't used it enough.
You're right. Okay.
Xavier Legat's a long way from putting that chain
My
around
God.
neck.
I'm closer to 1,000 yards right now than he is, truly.
I don't know if that's true.
No, I mean, he had negative yards. So at one point, I was technically kind of closer.
That's true. That's a good point.
All right. Taylor, Alondra, I'm going to throw it back to the studio, and you can give me your favorite pick, like the one that you feel very strongly about, like it's going to be an absolute, and then obviously one's a little spicier.
Okay, so the one that I am picking as my favorite pick might be a little spicy, but I actually feel pretty good about it. Mississippi State has looked pretty good this season. They fought real hard versus Tennessee, got the win when they were the underdog versus Arizona State. So I know Texas A&M is looking really good right now, but I have full confidence in Mississippi State in covering the 16.5. So I'm going to give Mississippi State plus 16.5 as my number one pick.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Texas A&M sucks. They always do. My pick, look, I actually cautioned everybody on this game a couple days ago. I understand both of their starting corners are out, but Jeremiah Cooper didn't play last week, and they held a really good Arizona team to just 14 points. They have a veteran secondary. I believe in this team. I have all year. The line is actually dropped now. It is Cincinnati minus 2.5, so I'm taking the Iowa State plus 2.5 over the Cincinnati Bearcats.
Okay, all right. I like those plays. That again, this is our favorite plays. All right, my favorite play of the weekend is Virginia traveling to Louisville, and they're getting 7.5 points. All right, so UVA, how do you handle success? We'll have to see. It's on the road. Again, UVA should be undefeated here in this season. They're not. They missed a throw. It is what it is, but they're a ranked football team, and you're giving me more than a touchdown. I'll take UVA plus 7.5 against Louisville.
I like that. Okay, I think this is the one we called this stinky earlier.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm falling for it, I think. I'm going to fall for it. Vanderbilt getting 11.5 points on the road. They were the giant killer last year. But are they the giant this year? We don't know. We're going to find out. But 11.5 points, are you kidding me? Even though it's on the road, give me Diego Pavia. Being mentored now by Johnny Football Manziel. Fullback for a head coach. Let's go. 11.5 points. I'll take it. Why not?
All right. That's
what?
I just never thought we'd be in a world where we take Vanderbilt to cover against Alabama, but I like it.
Well, I mean, it feels like 9.5, probably not, but 11.5, that seems like a lot. And for our spicy picks, I can get things started here. Spicy pick. I don't know if I'm going to throw this in the parlay. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I've talked about it. I already made the prediction a little bit earlier on this show. I don't know what the money line is, but I'm going Florida. Money line.
Ooh.
At home.
Ooh.
Versus Texas. Ark Manning. I don't think so. Not in the swamp. Billy Napier going to confuse the powers that be. Yeah, he might not keep his job anyway, but this week, Florida Gators show out. DJ Lagway makes the plays. The defense
DJ.
shuts him down.
That's my DJ.
I hate you, Florida. I really do. I will never not hate you. But for my spicy pick this week,
Okay.
money line.
All right. That's pretty spicy. That is pretty spicy there. All right. So if we're going spicy, I'll go second here as well. I like a home dog. And if we're going like, if you're going to say Florida money line, I'm going to tell you, give me Maryland money line. They are a 6.5-point dog at home. They're undefeated. Malik Washington, freshman quarterbacks, playing as well as any quarterback kind of in the country right now that nobody's talking about, certainly. So my spicy pick, give me Maryland money line over Washington.
Maryland.
All right, throwback studio, Tay and Alondra.
All right, so my spicy pick, if you want to watch some football in between Smallville and Scrubs reruns, Wake Forest and Virginia Tech at noon on the CW network. And Wake Forest they fought real hard against Georgia Tech last weekend, a good Georgia Tech team. Virginia Tech is without their head coach. I'm not very impressed with their offense. They've faced Vandy and South Carolina, lost to both those teams. They are the favorite at home, though, -6.5. I think Wake Forest can cover, and I'm going to take Wake Forest +6.5.
All right, for me, I don't know how spicy it is, but Nebraska's an 11.5-point favorite over Michigan State. I understand Michigan State hasn't played good defense, but they're 3-1, and Nebraska hasn't looked great. I think Michigan State covers the 11.5.
All right, you got all those down?
I got the spicy ones. Forgot to write down the first ones. It's not me.
The more important,
Yeah, the more important.
the pontoon parlay ones.
Anybody else write them down? I know I had Vanderbilt.
You had Vanderbilt.
Yep.
Alondra had
-11.5.
Mississippi State against A&M. I had Virginia against Louisville, and Tay had Iowa State against Cincinnati. The devil's in the details, bud. Got to keep up.
It's going to be a good week for us. I got a feeling.
Think so?
I got a good feeling. That's right. Iowa State is +2.5. Virginia +7.5. Vanderbilt +10.5. Mississippi State +6.5. So we are all taking dogs. We don't think anybody, no favorite's going to cover. This is the week of the dough.
It's kind of been that way in college football this year, though, to be fair to our picks.
And all our spicy picks, all dogs.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, you can't, if you give somebody, if you give like a favorite in a spicy pick, is that really spicy?
Nope.
I mean, unless they're like a 20.5-point favorite to cover something like that. And like Notre Dame's 20.5 over Boise. I guess that could have qualified maybe in that conversation.
Woof, woof.
This feels like a year where like you're just going to have a lot of what we're talking about. You're going to have a lot of these games and a lot of these underdogs continue to win these big games. That's at least what it's been so far here this year. So which team do we think has like the most to gain this weekend? Like which team? Because that can be a different conversation. Like for Vanderbilt,
that's a big question.
That's an obvious one. Like what they can gain, but also like you can throw Florida into that conversation too. Because if Florida wins, they save their coach's job
For a little while.
for a little bit longer.
I don't think it holds on, but I don't know. It just feels like a trap game for me here. And I'm looking at like the top teams. What do the top teams have to gain? You can make the argument that even though they're ranked number 3, Miami, if they beat Florida State, if they beat the in-town rival, we know for sure that what they have done to date is not a fluke. We know what they've done to date is not just a flash in the pan. Would be 5 weeks sustained really good football. So I don't know if they have a lot to gain because they're already 3, but it proves to everybody that, okay, it's official. It's like you can stop hesitating when you talk about it that Miami's back, but Miami would officially be back.
Oh, Yes. Like that would be like one of those humps to get over where it's like, okay, hey, you fooled us so many times. Like
Right.
we've seen you do this for 6-7 games. But Florida State's a good football team. Florida State dominated Alabama up front. You go back and you watch that tape. They ran for over 200 on Alabama. Okay, so they dominated that game. And if Miami goes out there and they dominate, they cover, they win by more than a touchdown, they're in it. And if you don't believe me, go watch Miami tape this year. It's built different. And not like the kids say built diff. That's not what I'm talking about here.
Yep.
I'm talking about they're built on the line of scrimmage, actually different than they have been in years past.
6'7".
Man, I still don't know what that means.
Me neither.
They say it a lot, though. What does that
I'm
mean?
starting to see a lot of memes and pictures of like a number 6 next to number 7. Is it good or bad? Let's just figure that out. Is it a positive thing or a negative thing?
Alondra, blank space, Villarreal, you are our youth correspondent here on this show. I need help. We need a little help. What is 6'7"?
Yeah, I like that y'all call me the youth correspondent. I have no idea what the kids are talking about these days. So I have no clue what 6'7" means. I actually tweeted the other day. I was like, #Unk, what does 6'7" mean? And nobody, like, every explanation somebody would tell me, it just confused me further. But they say that it doesn't mean anything, and kids just laugh at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Urban Dictionary. I didn't know if that was actually a thing anymore.
Can Jackson not tell us?
I can try to text him.
AI
Yeah.
overview on Google. If you type into Google, what does 6'7" mean? Phrase 6'7" is a viral meme and a slang term used by younger generations that doesn't have a fixed meaning. It is used as a nonsensical, humorous interjection, often accompanied by a specific hand gesture.
It doesn't make
say
sense,
what
though.
the hand
It doesn't
gesture-
make sense, though.
The soundbite gained popularity on TikTok through video edits featuring NBA basketball player LaMelo Ball, who is 6 feet 7 inches tall.
Okay, so we're starting to get a little origin story here. Okay.
Right, we get the origin story. So how it's used as a meaningless joke. Primary function of the phrase is to be silly, arbitrary joke. It's a kind of brain rot slang. The lack of meaning. The lack of meaning is the point, is what it's saying. What? It can be used as a conversation filler or nonsensical answer to a question. It could also be used to describe something as mid or so-so.
All right.
So it's a nonsensical thing.
Sure. God, I've never felt older and less cool
Oh, wait.
and less in touch with
There's
anything
a
that
phrase
the youth
comes
do.
from the repeated lyric 6'7" in the famous song Doot Doot
Dude.
Yep.
Yeah, I was right there.
by the
I was
rapper
right there.
Skrilla. I've actually heard of Skrilla.
I've never heard of that.
The
Nope.
song Doot Doot.
Skrilla's not being played in my car.
Yep.
Probably doesn't shock anybody.
Yeah, that's kind of what I say, like when my kids are kind of out to lunch sometimes. They're just
Yeah.
doot-a-dooting. Now I'm going to say they're 6'7". Ew.
All right, we're going to take our last break of the show, give you one last look, maybe quick little thought on the Saints and Giants, get you some of your questions inside the Bayou 4 chat, and we'll do it right here live from Rouse's on this Football Friday.
Off the bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com. Once you go there, you can sign up for residential commercial service. They've got the roll-off dumpsters as well, 3 different sizes to choose from. If you don't know which size you're going to choose, don't worry. They're going to help you out. Give them a call at 225-612-2477. Hey, here is my project. Here's what I'm doing at the house. I really need some advice here. What size dumpster do I need? They're going to tell you. And then look, if you gave them bad information, it's okay. They're going to come get the dumpster. They're going to empty it out. They'll bring it right back to you. That's what you're going to get. It's the kind of customer service you get at Trash Rangers.
That's right. They are literally the best at handling your trash, but guess what? Got a brand new website. They got new service. Trash Ranger Sanitation is our portable toilet business for your festival, concert, fair, construction site. Go local. Call Trash Ranger Sanitation and flush away the national competition. For more information, go to trashrangers.com. That's trashrangers.com. Trash Ranger Sanitation. We're number 1 at picking up number 2.
5 bad boys with the power to rock you, blowing your mind, so you gotta get into 5. What you waiting for? If you want to 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Tonight's game, if you just tuned in, these 5 boys have been taking it to the ring, slam thinking the whole night. Feeling really great about it. How about you, John? Hit me. Get this, John. These guys in free time. That's it.
Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
Oh, I thought we figured it out. I thought we had figured it out. Well done, though. I appreciate the elongated song there, Alondra. I want to tell you about Russell Pool Company, russellpools.com. Check them out online. 225-924-2527 is the number. Check out a gallery of work there on the homepage. Check out the financing options they have right there on the homepage. You can see everything they can do for you. It is truly that one-stop shop. We talk about it from construction to maintenance and everything in between. Also, like your retail stuff, like anything you need to buy for your pool. Like, you don't have to leave Russell Pool Company because they've got everything from start to finish. russellpools.com. All right, let's get to some of the questions inside the Value Forward chat. Which of these would you choose to see in their prime? The Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Elton John, MJ, or George Strait?
Mine would be Led Zeppelin. Like the Beatles are, to me, like the obvious. Like that was, I just don't know if I want to be around that many screaming teeny boppers.
Yeah. Gosh, that's a tough one.
You don't like the Beatles, though, which is weird. I feel like
I didn't like the Beatles.
Yeah, I don't know. You kind of hated on them before. Most influential, maybe the greatest band of all time.
The Beatles are great.
But Led Zeppelin's up there.
The guitar hero that was Beatles was awesome. It was
Robert
fun.
Plant, Jimmy
Rock
Page,
band, whatever.
that'd be fun.
George Strait's good, but like I'm gonna see George Strait now. It's gonna be just as good. That was Alondra said. Yeah.
I hated on it.
I might like. I don't know. MJ be pretty good. That'd be pretty good. I might go Elton John.
I saw him a couple years ago.
Benny
At
in the
Titan Stadium.
Jets. Benny. That'd be awesome.
He's saying I'm still standing, and he got up, walked around.
I've seen Elton John like 3 times in concert. It's been great every time.
Mm-hmm. And okay, guys, let's rewind a little bit. I'd never said Roll Tide.
He did.
Okay?
Hashtag Ask the Bench. Jake, is Phillip Rivers still coaching high school football? Yes, he is. In Fairhope, Alabama. St. Michael's, I believe, is the school name. They're really good. They are a really good football team. And Gunnar Rivers is his son and highly recruited quarterback in 2027 class, I believe so. Let's see. Ask Flynn, why did you say Roll Tide?
I didn't say it. Period.
Ask the Bench, biggest blank moment in your career, good or bad?
The blank moment. I had a bunch, I guess. My biggest I'll say my biggest welcome to the NFL moment happened in practice in training camp. Maybe it was OTAs or something. When Charles Woodson picked me off 3 times in practice. And I was like, oh, this is different. He's not where he's supposed to be per the playbook for the defense. He's supposed to be curl flat. Why did he pick this seam route off? You know what I mean? It's
Right.
I was like, oh, okay, so they play different. They're smarter than me. Charles Woodson knows the route combinations when he sees the number 2 receiver go to the flat. He knows what everybody else is doing immediately. So I now have to use my eyeballs to look him off, and I have to be unpredictable. So I was like, okay, this is a different type of sport here in the National Football League.
Wait a
Learn
minute.
that quick.
You're not supposed
You're
to be
not
able to
supposed
do
to be
that,
there, Charles.
sir.
You're going to get a negative grade on that one, Charles.
Turns out it's going to be you, bud. It fails the test. Biggest blank moment for me, I think it was really my first preseason game. So we're in shotgun. I think we're in little pony personnel, 20 personnel. So we had 2 running backs is what they considered it at the time. And so no tight ends, but that doesn't matter. But we were running an ISO play right out of gun. And I've got the Mike linebacker. And they Mike 54, Mike 54. I'm like, all right, 54. Blank, that's Zach Thomas.
Yeah.
That's Zach Thomas that I've got on that. That's the 54 fella right there. And I remember in the moment being thinking, I'm on the same field as Zach Thomas.
I know.
I had Derek Brooks was like that my rookie year too.
Yeah. That's always a cool moment for young kids playing. You get to play with guys you've been watching since middle school. It was our 4th preseason game. My rookie year, we're playing the Titans, and Jeff Fox used to like to play like to play as starters 3 quarters in the fourth preseason game where everybody only played their starters for one series. And I remember lining up, I had 2 rookies, 1 undrafted, 1 like 5th round draft pick at tackles. And it was Kyle Vandenbosch on one side and Javon Curse on one side. I'm like, Javon Curse, the same guy who was like watching a middle school destroy people? I got to go against him. There's an undrafted right tackle blocking him.
Ooh.
This is going to work out super great.
How'd it go? 20 seconds.
I actually played okay, but he got me a few times.
Yeah, Javon Curse. Julius Peppers had that same impact on me.
I won my job that game.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Those are aliens and built a little different than everybody else. We love you. We appreciate you.
Go football.
Go Saints.
Off the bench.
All right, go to campusfederal.org, Campus Federal Credit Union. When you go to campusfederal.org, though, always remember you can check out all the different checking account options that they have for you, right? There's going to be one for you, like whatever your needs are, whatever your family's needs are. They're going to have one for you. That's why they have multiple options, and so you can check out all of that. It is right there on their homepage. Just go to open an account. It's going to pull up all those different ones. But you can apply for an auto loan, a home loan right there on the website. You know they've got the mobile banking as well in Louisiana, Shreveport, Baton Rouge, in New Orleans, over 85 years, campusfederal.org.
That's right. So if you are ready to bank smarter and keep your money local, choose Campus Federal Credit Union. They've been serving for Louisiana for over 85 years. The same focus today as day one, which is putting members first, and that is Louisiana members first. So stop by any Campus Federal branch or go visit them right now, campusfederal.org.